Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Banzai Japan. This is DJ Ben, aka Yellow Pig Bear. Today I'm at the Karate Kaikan, and today we are going to be learning a little bit about the history of karate, and you'll get to see me in action on camera today. So without further ado, let's begin today's episode.
Located in Tomigasuka City, just outside of Naha, Okinawa Karate Kaikan is the global headquarters of traditional karate. This state-of-the-art complex preserves the essence of Okinawan martial arts, celebrating its rich philosophy, discipline, and cultural legacy. Whether you're a black belt or just learning how to pronounce kata, this place will knock you off your feet in a good way.
Karate Kaikan is more than just a dojo. It's a living monument to Okinawan martial arts, and here's what you'll find. This is the traditional dojo. It's built in the architectural style of the old Okinawan houses, and this is where demonstrations and training sessions take place.
There's also an observation deck that offers a panoramic view of the Okinawan landscape.
In addition, there is an exhibition room which displays ancient weapons, karate uniforms, photos of legendary masters, and interactive digital exhibits to test your reflexes and knowledge. And if you're feeling hungry after a full day of karate, you could stop by this cafe at the Karate Kaikan. They serve a delectable bowl of Okinawa soba.
I've shown you Okinawa soba at least once or twice now in my videos, but I've never actually explained to you what's in a bowl of Okinawa soba. So just to clear things up and help you to understand the difference between Okinawa soba and soba that you find in mainland Japan, I'm going to explain things to you right now. Alright, so Okinawa soba is made from wheat flour, similar to udon. It's got a thicker, chewier taste. The noodles are typically slightly wavy, and they have a yellowish color due to the addition of kansu, which is an alkaline water, which gives them a firmer texture. Mainland Japanese soba is made primarily from buckwheat flour, sometimes with a beat of wheat flour for elasticity. This results in a darker color and a more earthy, nutty flavor. It has a much thinner and firmer texture. For Okinawa soba, the broth is typically made with a pork and bonito base. This is the reason the flavor of the broth is rich and savory. It often uses kelp, or we call it kombu, and sometimes pork bones for a deeper umami taste. Now, for mainland Japanese soba, the broth often uses a lighter soy-based dashi broth, which is made from kombu and katsuobushi, which is the dried bonito flakes, and sometimes dried sardines, also known as niboshi, leading to a more delicate and clear broth. Next, the toppings. So for Okinawa soba, the common toppings include pork belly, which they call rafute or soki, kamaboko, which is the fish cake, green onions, red pickled ginger, and sometimes kombu or bonito flakes as well. For mainland Japanese soba, it's often served with tempura, mountain vegetables, grated yam, or we call it tororo, or raw egg, depending on the style. Now, in colder months, it might also be served hot as kake soba. Hey everyone, it's time for me to reveal the answer to last week's quiz. Now, the question was, what was the reason that Kasumi first traveled with Satoshi around the Kanto region? And the answer to that is
Kasumi wanted Satoshi to get her a brand new bicycle, or at least to pay her back so she could get a new one. But actually, for those of us that watched the first 3 episodes of Pokémon, all of us should have realized by now it wasn't Ash that destroyed her bicycle. It was actually Pikachu that destroyed Kasumi's bicycle. Because as we recall, Satoshi and Pikachu were trying to flee from a flock of angry Spearows. Satoshi failed to protect Pikachu, and so Pikachu, touched by Ash's sacrifice, decides to jump in front of Satoshi, between him and that huge flock of angry Spearows, and use a huge thunder attack, which wiped out all the Spearows. And unfortunately, while Pikachu used thunder attack, he also destroyed Kasumi's bicycle by accident. And that's why when we watch in the next episode, Kasumi ran into the Pokemon Center with that burnt bicycle. It wasn't Satoshi that destroyed her bicycle, it was actually Pikachu. But Kasumi couldn't go after Pikachu for the money or a new bicycle, so she went after Satoshi. But as we know from watching the entire Pokemon series, there were other reasons why Kasumi eventually followed Satoshi around Kanto. It was more than just a bicycle. I really think that Kasumi really liked Satoshi, but Satoshi just couldn't see it. So sad, so sad. I was really rooting for them, okay? Really rooting for them. Now, back to the program. Although I can't film what's inside the archives, I thought it would be a good idea to share with you a little bit about what I've learned about the history of karate. Karate was born here in Okinawa, blending local martial arts called Ti with Chinese influences. Over time, 3 main styles of Ti, or Te, emerged: Shurite, Nahate, and Tomarite. Each style had its own techniques based on the needs of the region, whether for speed, power, or practical defense. Originally, karate was practiced secretly because weapons were banned. And so it was more about survival and self-discipline than sport. Later, masters like Gichin Funakoshi introduced karate to mainland Japan, where it became more formalized and spread worldwide. At its heart, karate is more about respect, humility, and inner strength. So, if you wish to learn more about the history of karate, or if you wish to have a more authentic experience, then come to Okinawa, the place where it all began. Come to the Karate Kaikan. Now, this is where things get real. It doesn't matter if you're a casual visitor or if you're an experienced martial artist, there is something for everyone in this place. Often, on weekends or special occasions, you get to watch live karate demonstrations by the local masters. Even if you're a beginner, you can book a hands-on karate lesson here at the Karate Kaikan. Learn the difference between kata and kumite through the interactive exhibits and live coaching.
Browse the gift shop for karate-themed merch, from books and DVDs to training gear and souvenir belts. At Karate Kaikan, you don't just watch history, you step into it, one punch at a time.
Hey everyone, welcome back to our weekly Banzai Japan quiz. And here's the prize for this week's Banzai Japan quiz. I've got in my hand a very cute karate bear, which I got at the Karate Kaikan. And so if you wish to get your hands on this bear, you've got to get the answer to today's quiz correct. Now, just a reminder that if you live outside of Singapore or outside of Japan, I will not be able to ship the prizes to you. So I'm really sorry. But in any case, you can still participate in the quiz if you wish to do so. And so if you're not living in Singapore, you're not living in Japan, I'm sorry, I won't be able to ship the prizes to you, but you're still welcome to participate in this week's Banzai Japan quiz. And the question is, what were the 3 main styles of karate when karate first began here in Okinawa? Leave your answer in the comment section like the video, share the video, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. So that's all I've got for you guys here today on Banzai Japan. If you've enjoyed today's episode of Banzai Japan, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I look forward to seeing you in the next episode of Banzai Japan.